All right, we're going to do a little review before we go on. In the last video, we talked about when to pronounce the plural at the end as either an S or a Z sound. And for a little review, if the consonant is voiced, you say the Z sound, as in girls, right? If it's unvoiced, you say the S sound, okay? As in leaks, okay? Leaks. So girls, girls, or leaks. Unvoiced S sound, voiced Z sound. Okay, so that's just a little review, and now we're going to go on to something else, and I'm going to explain a couple things to you, a vocabulary word that you probably need to know now. We're going to talk about the word sibilant, and we see that a lot in our reading, and I guess we should know what it is. Basically, a sibilant at the end of a word is anything that ends in a hissing sound, okay? Kind of like a hissing sound. So when we talk about sibilants, often we think of the letters Z or S or anything that sounds like that, or sometimes a CH or the SH. Anything with a hissing sound at the end is a sibilant, all right? So we have special rules for these type of words, and I want to teach those to you. And when we pluralize sibilants, we will add an ES sound, or an ES, okay? The ES is actually pronounced, or it sounds like EZ, all right? So it's spelled ES, and we say EZ, and when it ends in a sibilant sound, the hissing sound, the word, this is another unstressed syllable, okay? And so it's actually not as difficult as I'm making it sound. So let's just talk about that. So, for example, the word buzz is a sibilant because it ends in a hissing sound. We would pluralize this by adding the ES, as in buzz. Oops, sorry, an ES. So we're going to say buzzes, okay? And this is a separate syllable. What it means by unstressed, I'm going to say it's stressed and unstressed. Unstressed means I emphasize the first part of the word buzzes, and the ES is unstressed. If I said it was stressed, it would be buzzes, and that we don't talk like that. So that's what it means by stressed or unstressed. It's which part of the word is accented, okay? So let's go ahead and go on. So if it ends in a sibilant sound, like buzz, then we would add the ES. Some words end in a sibilant sound already, like the word horse. You can hear the sibilant sound, which is the hissing sound, right? Horse, buzz, right? It already ends in an E, so we just add our S to it. We don't add an ES because it ends in an E already. Horses, okay? So with that in mind, let's go ahead and go on. And I'll walk you through, or I'll read several examples to you so you understand the most common sibilant sounds. Here are some examples of the most common consonant sounds that this rule applies to. S, the sound S is often spelled CE, okay? So glasses, 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 buses, buses, faces, faces, rinses, rinses. And you can see that when we add, some of them already have the E, and some of them don't have the E. If they don't have the E, we add the ES. If it has the E, we just add the S. All right? Fox. Okay, foxes. The SH sound, wishes, rashes. Okay, bush, bushes. Watch. That hissing sound at the end is a sibilant. Watches, switch, switches. Okay, bunch, bunches. Rage, the soft G. Page, pages. So anything that ends in a sibilant sound has the ES on the end of it. And so it's not overly difficult. And the same rule applies. If the sibilant is voiced, it's going to sound like EZ. Okay? If the syllable is unvoiced, I believe it's going to sound like the ES, okay? Actually, that might not be true. It might always sound like EZ. So I guess anytime it's a two-syllable, like phase, phases, dodge, dodges. Yeah, anytime we add the ES, it's always going to be the EZ because it's always going to be voiced, okay? It's always going to be a syllable, and they have a special rule, okay? So forget what I just said. So exercise 1.3. Let me read this to you, and then I'll do the first example with you. It says, all of the nouns in the following list form their plural in the regular way, with a single sibilant sound S, pronounced S or Z, or with a separate unstressed syllable spelled ES, pronounced EZ. Write the entire plural form of the noun in the S or Z or EZ column, depending on the pronunciation of the S or ES. Hint, say the words out loud. If you whisper them, remember, it won't sound right. So in the first one, beach, okay? Beaches. The CH is a sibilant sound. So we're going to say beaches. And, oops. And so we put it in the EZ column. This is a little hard to see. So race, if I what do I do? It already has the E on it. It's a sibilant, so I add the S. Races. What's it sound like? I put it in this column. Races. Bay. Bay. Remember the rule with the Y. If it's part of the vowel, we just add the S, and we don't change the spelling. Bays. It's the voiced. Okay, all the vowels are voiced, so we go in the Z column. Bays. And then clocks. Clock. I'll do one of each for you. Clock. And that's unvoiced. Clocks. So it goes in the S column. Clocks. Okay? So go ahead and do 1 through 20. And if you have questions, like always, come before school or before class, and I will help you out. It shouldn't be too difficult. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.